What's up, everybody? Here we go. Mike. Boom. How's everybody doing? Welcome in. What's up, Woolbed? How's it going? Yeah, today we are going to be doing all the achievements. I've already been working away at them, so... But it's a lot of work. Just so many icons to draw, so... It's going to take us a little while. And then we've got to do the icons and then also, you know, get the code working, so... It's not super easy to do, but I think we'll get there. So yeah, we'll see. I did set up some functions to handle the code, so it's not like that bad. Basically, we just call a function. There's two types of achievements, because there's one that's just a flat unlock, and then another that you like unlock through a stat. So there's two variants. The stat one, I can't remember if reaching the right like stat number automatically gives you the achievement or not. I think it does, but I don't know. So we'll have to test that. Probably does though. I assume. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, and then I don't know exactly how much more like big sweeping content I want to add into the game. It's really hard to say because like I can add more, but also I don't really have that much more time. We've only got like what? We're 17th, like 6 days, so that's not very much time. So we'll see. Let's go get started though. Yeah, I also want to check before we really get into things. I don't think I've seen any new content creation stuff for the game. Let's take a little glance real quick. Nope. No content. Yeah, literally nothing. That is fine. We don't really need it. We have plenty of wish lists. Okay. So these are some of the achievements. These are all just icons. But slowly getting there. Having to draw new icons for certain things. Some I don't need to, and I already have a good icon like this one, but others I don't. So it's a lot of drawing. There is some secret achievements here. Maybe like this guy. Don't worry about those. Also this one. Globetrotter, Fishkeeper, Scholar, Einstein. So this one's like an upgraded version because it's all of the Ascensions. This one... Yeah, we're getting there. I have a list of all of the achievements and stuff and whether I've done the code or just the sprite or what. So you can see some of these are implemented fully. Killed Grandpa, I think, is fully implemented. I need to test it still, but we can see what achievements I actually have. All right, so it just shows one here. It's because I need to go like publish the rest of them. Let's go and edit Steamworks settings, achievements. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go hit publish. Steamworks. Okay. Yo, it's release month. Yeah, it's release week. Basically, 6 days away. It's pretty crazy. Let's see, so achievement, so there's a bunch we gotta check here. We probably need to verify integrity. It's not updating in here. It probably does work though. All right, so we need to test all these. So there's just a bunch of different ones here. Drop a pot. Trade with the chef. It's a secret one. Let's go try it all out. The ascension one. Already tested that. So if I drop a normal guy, nothing happens. But if I drop Grandpa... But nothing happened. It says success. But clearly not. So I didn't get a notification or anything. I put in the right ID, right? Tree tour. It should have worked. But it didn't. Could just be that it's not like updated yet. I mean, it's showing that it's running the code. Sometimes it can take a second for it to like register on Steam. So maybe that's all that's going on here. You can't verify integrity anymore. Last time I was testing this, it like updated instantly, but now it's not. Maybe if I get out of it and go back in. Okay, yeah, then it shows it. Okay, let's try again now that it actually shows up. What time is it releasing in the United States? I haven't 100% decided on the time. I don't know yet. So I need to figure that out. I imagine earlier in the day is probably better. But I don't know yet for sure. I'll have to see. There it goes. Yeah, so we just had to wait until the achievement was actually on Steam. Okay, trade with the chef. That's one we gotta test. Phone the chef. Alright. We need Quahog. Boom. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I think all these are working. Now, the other one that I need to figure out is catching all the fish. So we have a stat called stat species caught. I need to figure that one out. So I think whenever we want to run this, whenever we catch a new fish and we add it to like unlocked fish or whatever it is, that's when we need to update it. Found, there's like a found fish. Or maybe I just use my caught fish quantities array. Unless I use caught fish. There's another one called just caught fish. There is. Which has a string and an int. So what's caught fish quantities? That's the one I'm saving. Do I use caught fish anymore? I do. So where do I use caught fish quantities? Oh. Nowhere? So what is this even used for? Oops. Alright, well, I'll probably have to get rid of that. It's literally used nowhere. I don't know why that's the one I'm saving then. I bet if I look at my caught fish quantities, then it's going to show like 0 fish caught if I restart the game, which is a little quirky. Let's go test this out. But it doesn't, like, break what's unlocked in the Fishpedia, you know? Which is... That's what's weird. How does it know that these fish are still here? Something strange. Hey, Two Socks, welcome in. How have I been? I've been doing good, just very busy with the Lurid launch. But yeah, we're getting really close now, only like 6 days, so I'm just finishing up achievements, and then, yeah, I think we'll be in a pretty good spot. See, fun fact, the gets function is one of the few library functions ever removed from C. That's interesting. Yeah, do impossible to use safely. Yeah. Pretty crazy. Let's see. So, am I saving that variable separately? Caught fish. I'm not, though. See, I don't know how it's determining how it remembers how many fish I caught. Because it says I caught 9. This doesn't make any sense. I don't set it or anything. Also, I misspelled that. Maybe that's why I couldn't find it. Oh. How do I spell quantities? Oops. Okay, so I am using codfish quantities. I just misspelled it. Awesome. So what's the difference between caught fish and caught fish quantities? I'm trying to figure that out. So caught fish quantities, this is set whenever I catch a fish. And I say caught fish quantities plus quantity. And I'm also doing it on caught fish? What's going on here? Oh, caught fish is like a different thing. Caught fish is, it gets erased. That's like the keep net. Okay. Makes more sense. So what I need to do is check the caught fish quantities list at the beginning. So I'm gonna say like function check quantities. And then I'm gonna say var total is 0 for I in range. Caught fish quantities. Alright. And then I want to say if caught fish quantities at index I. What I just say for I in? It's greater than 0. And I'm gonna call get default of 0. Then add total plus 1, and then at the end I want to call set stat int, and it's gonna be for ID stat species caught, and set it to our total. So hopefully that works, and that should keep track of how many we have. So we have to call check quantities in 2 spots. So first off, we're gonna check that on ready, because if you've previously caught a bunch of fish, I'm not gonna make you do it again. Just gonna call this at the end. And then also we want to say whenever we've actually caught a fish. So global dot fish caught dot connect to check quantities. Then we call the function. Alright, so we should see that stat now update. Let's see what happens. Yeah, 6 days to launch. I know, it's crazy. It's very soon. It always feels like it's going to be a billion years when you first start working on stuff, and then now it's like, oh man, I got like 5 days left. So, okay, so it should be setting the stat. I don't know where I can view that stat. It probably shows it in here. Oh yeah, right there, 6 out of 49. So that seems to work pretty well. I don't know why this is showing the sparkles by default. It's a little weird. So if I go catch a new fish, I want to see if it prompts me with that. Let's go somewhere we haven't caught a fish before. Right. And I don't know if it's gonna pop up in the corner. So new fish catch. Let's see. Walleye. And what does it say now? Probably hasn't updated yet. Okay. I kind of want to test what happens if I catch older fish. So let's go into process. I'm going to say for eye and range. Let's see. Items, table. Let me just stop saying range. So for eye and items table, we're going to say add fish. Now, I don't know if that calls fish caught or whatever. That just calls inventory changed. So we don't need to add fish, we just need to emit the signal that they've been caught. Or we need to put it in caught fish quantities, though. So caught fish quantity is at I plus equals 1. Or I think I can say like dot set or something. And then I can call caught fish quantities. Bro. I don't know why my computer's being really laggy right now. Get I 0. That should work. Then after that, I want to emit a signal. Fish caught dot emit. I don't know if this passes in an ID. Yep, it does. Which is probably why it didn't work. Calling signal to callable. Method expected. Wait, is it this one that's the problem? I thought fish caught emits a ID. It does. I don't understand what's going on. Oh yeah, it's just the check quantities doesn't work. Alright, so let's close this. So check quantities, I'm just gonna pass in ID and make it, you know, a nothing variable. Okay. Alright. Let's go try this out, shall we? Hopefully it'll work. So I want to see if it does pop up now in the corner, because it probably will. It'll show like, hey, you just caught a fish, you know? Be careful not to hit R. Let's go catch a new guy. Boom, boom, boom. Does it show up? It's set to a value of 8, so should be working. See if it shows in here 8. Nope, not yet. But if I go ahead and hit R now and get all of the fish caught, does it give me the achievement? Oh, it's still setting it to a value of 8, though. That's weird. It didn't actually, like, update them or something. But did it give me all of them? No. Oh, because I'm setting it to just 0. I have to set it to that plus 1. Whoops. Alright, let's try it again. Okay, so it does automatically unlock the achievement when you use the stats. So I don't have to worry about like checking in the game if I've reached the stat required to unlock it. It just kind of happens. So that's good. So that was the Master Angler. So that one's done now. Okay. We're gonna have to do the same thing with all of these ones too, Scholar and Einstein and stuff. A lot of these other ones. These I don't think I'm gonna do as a stat-based achievement. I think I'm just gonna say, hey, is money over 1 million? Go ahead and get yourself the achievement, you know? So let's go do that. Something I should also do just to make the achievement function faster, right, is don't even bother trying to store stats if the achievement is already unlocked. So what I want to call here is if steam.get achievement ID. If it's already true, then just return. I think that's the function. Let me make sure. So that returns return dictionary contains the following keys. Ret. I don't know what ret is. But we have achieved. Whoa. So if it's already achieved, then return. So hopefully that'll work. All right. What's next here? Let's go set up the millionaire and billionaire achievements. So it's going to be inside of like where we calculate our passive income. Right here. So that's going to be we're just checking whenever we increment money. Right here in process. If money is greater than 1 million, then we're gonna say global, oops, unlock achievement, achievement millionaire. Make sure that's how you spell millionaire. Oops. Yep. And then we do the same thing. Money is greater than 1 billion. 100, wait, 100? 100,000? 100 million, 1 billion. Okay. So I want to get it set up though to where it's not like constantly checking these things. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. I could put on like a timer or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how, if these are that bad to check. It will be calling get achievement constantly though every single frame, which is probably not good. But so I don't know. Oops. Billionaire. Yeah, how else would I want to do this? Don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could have like a... Yeah, I mean, I can do a timer, but I don't want there to be some massive delay between becoming a millionaire and getting the achievement. It probably wouldn't really matter, though. But I don't really like doing just a bunch of random timers to make code better, you know? I think that's kind of gross. Just trying to think if there's a way I could, like, save, like, a state. Or I guess the first time you get over 1 million, I can just say, okay, we've already checked and never check again, because we won't ever need to. You know? That's probably what I'll do. I'll just say bar millionaire hit, bar billionaire hit. It's totally fine to just check one thing. I just don't want to like run that get achievement thing every single time, because I could see that being a problem. So if money is greater than that and not millionaire hit, then I'm gonna say millionaire hit. Oh my God, Godot. I don't know why you're so slow, dude. I'm hitting Control C over here. Okay, jeez. And not billionaire hit. I need to get a new PC, guys. I need to upgrade it. My graphics card is still fine, but it's just I know my CPU is getting really old. But it's too expensive. I can't afford new RAM. Maybe once Lurden comes out, I'll upgrade. All right, so that'll fix that issue. And then it happens instantly still. So let's go ahead and set the achievements on Steamworks, which we have over here. Achievement millionaire. I think that's what we called it, just millionaire. Oh no, it's money bags. Millionaire. Okay. Save that one. Then we got another one. Billionaire. But this one is money is always right. Become a billionaire. Alright, so those should be achievable now. If I go to publish, prepare for publishing. And we'll probably have to wait for Steam to update, so we can actually try and get them. Alright. So we go into here. Did they already get at it? Oh no, they didn't. Verify integrity. Go out and back in. And there we go, they're here. We still gotta check all those. So billionaire and millionaire, the pot, and also catching a legendary fish. Should all be pretty easy. So I'll probably instantly get the millionaire achievement when I open up the game. Let's see. This is my sales projection for Lurden. $10 million the first day of sales. That's pretty insane. Oh yes, I instantly get both because I have more than $1 billion. But that's good, it's working, so those are good. And then let's go check the pots. I don't have the research. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see. Yeah, Fender, welcome in. I was here yesterday, but I think it was on YouTube. My file showed... Oh yeah, this sometime in the future. Yeah, that's what happens when you get scary files from the internet. Yeah, welcome back in. How are you doing? Okay. So yeah, those are good. I do need to check catching a legendary fish, which we can try and do. Let's go get the lure. The special lure. Boom. We're just gonna fish for a little bit. Hopefully we catch something. $156 million by the end of 2026. Pretty insane. I don't know if we're gonna make that much. I'm hoping for, honestly, I mean, what would be like an amount that would be pretty good? That would be reasonable too, right? I don't know, it's hard to say. Yeah, new minigame. I mean, based off of wish list counts and stuff, I would hope for like 100K would be pretty awesome. It's probably not going to happen, but we'll see. Because I mean, that would actually be like a good amount of money for the time I've spent, right? So it would be cool. I swear my little minigame tutorials are like resetting or something. But maybe it's just because I called reset data and just haven't played the minigame since. It's probably what it is, honestly. Yeah, because this one isn't showing me it. So we're probably fine. Have you seen a game called Tideborne Haven? Tideborne Haven? Yeah, I've seen that around on Steam. I think I looked at the Steam page. Yeah, like marine biologist Stardew Valley, yeah. Sounds pretty interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of games like that that look interesting to me. It's just really hard to find the time to work, to play games right now, honestly. My controller keeps vibrating, I'm unplugging it. Oh my god. But yeah, this is hard. Get ready to go. But hopefully after Lurden comes out, I'll have a week or two or something where I can play some games and relax. We'll see. I'm using a new engine for a new game I started in Game Maker. The engine isn't even out. Oh yeah. It's very, very easy. Interesting. It's called PS Maker. I'll have to look at that. PS Maker engine. Indie Games Hub. Without coding. Hopefully it's not like an AI engine. Okay, it's just got like... Yeah, so it just makes it very easy to make stuff. Pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that can definitely be good for people that don't have any programming experience. I don't think I could ever use an engine like this. It would be a nightmare for me. Because, like, though that stuff is pretty nice initially, it quickly becomes quite limiting when you can't actually write code. But if it's working well for you, that's great then. I hope you more 100% think positive. We'll see, we'll see. I'm hopeful, but I don't want to lie to myself. By the way, I started working on my game, began documenting the dev process on TikTok. Hey, let's go. Sold. Okay, pretty cool.
What if every pixel of your spaceship could break off?
Oh yeah, it's like a full-on like pixel simulation. That's pretty cool. Yeah. It's very neat. Yeah, that's awesome. Congrats on that. It took a lot of inspiration from you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate it. Just gotta let this... Still haven't caught a legendary fish yet. I mean, obviously they're super rare, so I'm not surprised. But let's hope we get one so I can test the achievement. I want to test it in like the natural form of how you get it, instead of cheating it in, because I just want to make sure it does actually work. And also said from that learning Godot, yeah. Game Maker had some trouble with my game. I do know programming GML, but that's just faster than most of my game. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. Yeah, I always say just use whatever engine you enjoy using the most, right? That's the only thing that really matters, so. Come on, let's get a freaking legendary fish already. You like studied my shorts? Yeah. I'm always happy to help with stuff if you need any. Yeah, doing the shorts, you get a lot of experience. I mean, I've done like almost 60 shorts now, I think. It's pretty crazy. I was looking at it, I was like, man, it's like a lot of shorts. definitely like the most content I've created before for anything, you know. I've done it before, you know, or I do a devlog here and there, but it's just shorts are nice short form content because it's a really easy thing to be consistent with, you know, which is great. Like, it's really hard to be consistent with full-length devlogs. Just finish this faster to finish it than it is to sit here. Just because they're so long and hard to edit, it's really a massive undertaking. But just one little short-form video, it's like I can get it done in an hour, and then we're good to go, you know? So... but yeah. Let's see, what kind of game you think of doing next? I've got a bunch of different things. A lot of ideas floating around and stuff. So, the next game we're probably going to be working on is a 3D horror game, which is probably a pretty big change from what our audience is. Because, I mean, when you think about it, both Starground and Lured In are like little cozy 2D pixel art games, and then we're going to move into a 3D horror game, which is going to be quite a big change. But I want to explore other mediums and genres, you know, that's the thing, like, what if I end up liking that way more or something? I do really like making 2D stuff, but I want to try it all, you know, I might as well. So, still haven't gotten one. I don't know how long this is going to take. And I know that they're legendary fish, so of course it's going to take a long time. I can force it to happen if I want to. I can go into the code and add it to that little test function we call, so might have to. Boom. Is this still setting... It's still setting it every single time to 49 again. I'll have to do a check there. Well, it does say value smaller than old values, so it seems like it stops and cancels itself. Oh my god, I filled up my keep net. Still nothing. I should get it eventually, guys. Let's just try a couple more times. Let's try 5 more times, okay? Then we'll give up. Gonna play the Lured In demo, watching you to see about the full game. Let's go. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I think I will do shorts, but save the content until I have enough for like devlog 0. Yeah, like 10-minute video, yeah. No, I totally feel that. Yeah, I think that can be a pretty useful thing. Also, you can go kind of the opposite way too, where like, if you make a full-on devlog, you can convert that devlog into shorts. I did that with the devlog that we did for Lured In, so it's pretty nice. What I use to make my sprites, I use not Sprite, sorry. I use Krita to do all of the sprites in Lured In, so. Everybody's always like, why don't you just use Sprite? But I like how versatile Krita is, because I can do anything in Krita, not just pixel art, so. Which is important, because like the Steam art and everything is not pixel art. I don't want to have to constantly swap between programs, in all honesty. Alright, one more try. This has got to be the one, right? Nope. One more try after this, though. Just one more try. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay, literally actually one more after this, and then we're done. This is the final one ever. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, I'm done. Taking too long. Let's just go add it in here so I can check. I'm just making sure like all the IDs and stuff are correct, because I don't want to like accidentally screw something up. What's the oops, it was right there. So unlock achievement shiny. Alright. Let's go. Short horror games so well and are good streamer bait. Yeah. If I was able to check out Look Outside. Yeah, Look Outside is very neat. I mean, I could do more pixel art, but I do want to learn 3D more. Because, honestly, there's a lot of reasons for that. With 3D, it's a lot easier to market to people, I feel like. Like, pixel art stuff is cool, but you never really see, like... There's only a couple games that are pixel art that do really well. The vast majority of games that do well in Steam are 3D. So I'd like to kind of dive into that medium a little bit more. Just to have the ability to do it if I want to, you know? Kind of have it as an option. Yeah, I mean, Look Outside does look really cool. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do another pixel art game. I just don't know like what form that would take right now, but we'll have to see. All right, so that achievement works. So is that all the achievement tested? Yeah. So that's 8 achievements so far. We still have a bunch more that we need to do. Okay, so those are done. Sprite and, or not Sprite yet on those, but code-wise. Beats work is not done. That one's not done. That one's not done. So there's still a lot more that we have to do. Let's do the sprites for these two. Should be pretty easy. This one is just like a money bag. And then become a billionaire. I'll probably just do the golden bag. So money bag and money bag rare. We have an icon for the money bag. This one. I'll just do a recolored version. It's golden then. Here, let's go into... Achievement maker. Icon on a bag. All right. Let's go do a recolored variant really quick. By the way, how much will Lurden be? It's probably going to cost around like $7.99. That's going to be localized pricing too. So like if you live in a country where your dollar is less than USD, then it'll be cheaper for you. So I don't know why a developer wouldn't do that. I mean, the large indie game, not indie game developers, the large non-indie game developers, I guess they say they do it because people buy their keys in cheaper currencies and then resell them to people at full pricing. I don't know if that's actually the reason they do it, though. You know what I mean? They probably just do it to make more money, but who knows? Okay, so this will be the golden money bag. I'm just gonna add some like shine marks and stuff to make it look golden. Good enough. Icon money bag. Rare. Alright. Let's go put this in. Okay. Money bag. Alright, let's go set these up. So millionaire and billionaire. Billionaire. Icon money bag. Icon money bag rare. So you can tell the game is good. One more try, yeah. Check out Crow Country 2. I can look that out. Check that out. These are pretty similar to each other. I don't know if it's very obvious that they're different. You know what I mean? I might make it so this one glows or something like that, or like I was like maybe a white outline would be cool. I'll probably do that. Yeah, Crow Country. I haven't checked that out. Yeah, what kind of horror you're thinking? Zombies have been done to death. Oh yeah, there's so many zombie games. It's not a zombie game. It would be something, honestly, one of the big inspirations for the game is SCP Containment Breach in a lot of ways, at least for me. But you're going to be like tasked with navigating through this facility, and you have to document the creatures that you find down there. So you get like a camera and you have to go around and take a certain number of photos of them every like round or every level of the elevator or the facility. And you descend down this elevator. So it's still pretty early on. Still needs a lot more work, but... Alright, so those are set up now. So those are fully done. Boom, 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 boom. We're getting there, eventually. Let's do the icon for Einstein. It's pretty easy. It's just the same as the Ascension one, but with research icons. Launch with a publisher? Yeah, I do have a publisher. They're just a little indie single-person publisher. I probably won't be doing a publisher anymore. Or if I do a publisher, a different publisher. That's all I'll say on that matter. But I'll just say it hasn't been, you know, super helpful to have a publisher this time around. Let's see, so that needs to be shrunk down pretty big. Let's see how that size works in here. Probably be fine right there, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, little research vial. It's kind of a mess in here now, so let's clean it up. Too many. Let's just get rid of all that weird stuff. This is a little weird. Let's smooth that out. There we go. Okay. I think that works. So it's a little boring. Let's add in some like bubbles. A couple bubbles down in here. Good enough. So now we're going to take this and duplicate it. It's basically just like the other achievement icon that we have where it's got the 4 ascension things, right? I guess that goes there. Don't have one right in the middle. I don't know where the middle is, but maybe somewhere like that. And this is, what is this one called? Einstein? Yeah, unlock every research. Oh, which I guess technically I already had the icon for Einstein. Didn't I? Because I used just the regular old... Well, I'll save this just in case. But I probably won't actually end up using it now. Oops, that's the wrong... icon. Research many. I've been doing that with these icons. Like if I find, or if I do one and end up not using it, then I just kind of, it's fine. Yeah, I already have the icon. Okay, well, whatever. Are you team or solo? I'm mostly a solo developer. I get some help on the side from a few people, but really when you look at the actual stuff in the game, it's pretty much 99% me. I do have my brother helping with music, so I don't do the music, but that's like the only thing I don't do. Otherwise, everything else is done by me. Steam art, all the in-game stuff, you know, sprites, sounds, programming, shaders, all the stuff. Yeah, sounds cool, bro. Perfect level design. Yeah, thanks. Better that you do well. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully I do well. I'd like to make some money. That'd be cool. Okay, so I need to do the code for this one. So how do I want to set up the code for that? It needs to be like, I'd need to keep a list of every region that you've gone to. Maybe I change that from instead of visit every region, just unlock every region or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. Hope I'm gonna be doing some 3D stuff. Yeah, I was working on getting the contributor agreement set up for that, so I'll definitely send that your way soon. I've been just so busy with Lured In, I haven't had time to focus on it at all. I do apologize for the wait. But Lured In comes out pretty soon, so I'm just gonna like I'll see if I have a time to send it over, I will. But otherwise, I'll probably just wait until after Lured In is out so I can, you know, chill for a moment finally. But yeah. My self-taught, I mean, for the most part, I did go to university and get a degree, but like the stuff I learned in university doesn't really apply to game dev stuff very much. So I don't know if I don't personally count that as like, it's not like I went to university for game development specifically. It was just a general computer science degree. And I don't even use any of the languages I used in that anyways, so it's like, I mean, I started doing game development well before I went to university, so you could say it's self-taught, at least initially. So, I mean, I don't know if you could say self-taught. I mean, obviously I watched tutorials and stuff when I was starting out, but, you know, it's not like I, like, went through, like, an official game development course or something like that. Yeah, it is just a lot of practice, I think. Because I think you get into elements with game development that you can't really reliably replicate in a lot of ways. Like, you know, you can learn the programming and stuff, that's like easy stuff, but when it comes to learning how to make a fun game, that's the harder part. That takes just more practice and experience, I think. Have I played Idols of Ash? Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that. I've seen it around. Idols of Ash. Yeah, this is pretty interesting. About you fall thousands of meters into a dark ancient temple. You are being hunted. Sounds pretty cool. Seems like it'd be a fun video to like, or a fun game to watch somebody play through in a video, you know? Whoa, and you're like jumping down and stuff. Oh, that's pretty crazy. You have to like swing down. What is that? It's like a spider monster. So you indeed are being hunted. You barely made it. Oh my god. Okay. I don't want to spoil the game, but it's pretty crazy. Oh man. This guy's cooked. He fell off. Yeah, this looks cool. There's a lot of really cool horror games. I think that's one of the great things about horror games is like it's really a theme rather than like a genre, you know, if you think about it. Like sure, it's classified as like a genre tag, but it's not really a genre, you know what I mean? You can make almost any kind of game and have it be a horror game. So but yeah, this seems cool. I'll definitely have to check this out. It's $3. I'll wishlist it. Yeah, it's very cool. I love seeing all the variety with horror games. I think it's like the aspect of horror is a good like spark for creativity, I think, you know? Thinking of ways like how do I make something scary? So I definitely would like to do more horror games in the future. I've been wanting to do one for a really long time, honestly. I started working on one forever ago. I think it was in 2020 or something. I even did some devlogs on the channel. It was an absolutely terrible game, but you know, it was a long time ago. This one's called Bounding Main. I was creating this like horror game where you're underwater.
Hey everyone, welcome to...
What year was this? Oh, this was 23. Never mind. I don't know why I thought it was that early. Let's go find some cool footage. This is one of the problems with these old devlogs is that I didn't actually show gaming and it was just me talking, so that's why they didn't do very well. I mean, to be fair, this devlog was like the first one, so it's like before I really had anything in the project. But I was just like modeling some different corridor pieces and stuff, trying to figure out how to do like UV unwrapping. I was just stupid. I didn't know anything about modeling, but I know better now. But yeah, I was just trying to get it all figured out in here. But yeah, I messed with that for a little while. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back to that game. I think one of the problems is just like it had a lot of design flaws, you know. So where is... See, it's just me blabbing on. There's no like footage of the game. That's the problem. I definitely take a different approach to videos now, you know. And I do these time lapses sometimes, me modeling stuff. I think this model turned out kind of nice, but yeah. But yeah, anyways, I've been wanting to do one for years and years, so hopefully Deadlift will kind of finally be the one that squeaks through. So I feel like it's a short game with reuse assets in a single mechanic and direction. Yeah, e.g. go down, use hook shot, pressure for centipede, goals reach the bottom. Yeah, I think it's good to design things that way, like just with a super simple like system like that, right? Because I think sometimes it's when you overcomplicate your core gameplay loop, it becomes very difficult for people to get into, you know? Hopefully I've simplified the deadlift core gameplay loop enough because you can boil it down to descend down an elevator and take pictures. Like that's exactly what you do. I do really like the aspect of that horror game, how it has that like creature chasing you because it is like a pressure on you to continue going down, which is pretty neat. So maybe one day I'll do more horror games, probably. You know, that's like I was saying, horror is just a theme, so I could come up with like a billion different ideas for horror games, honestly. I already do have more ideas for more horror games. I just I need to maybe I'll explore them one day. I don't know, we'll see. It's the wrong project, but it's hard. Let's see, I need some functions to check for whether you have all the research unlocked and stuff. How do I connect up those signals? I do that in here, which is... should be ready. Yep, it is. Okay, so I'm gonna need a couple new ones. I need to say global dot research purchased and global dot ascension purchased. Okay. Check ascensions. And dot connect, check research. Hopefully I don't already have one called check research. Oops. Let's create both of these functions. An ad starting. Snooze that. Deadlift is an S tier name, by the way. Thank you, yeah. It is funny how it overlaps with like the workout term, you know, deadlifting weights, but I think it's I think in a way it's kind of a good thing, funnily. Let's see, for I, and so I need to loop through all of our research now in our research table, and then var all unlocked. And if any one of these, so I'm going to say that's true, if any one of these are not unlocked, then we set it to false and return. Right, so I go through global dot get research level of I, and this is in global, so I don't even call global. So if research level is less than or equal to 0, then we're gonna call return. Yeah, we just immediately call return, actually. Yeah, let's just do that. And then down here I say unlock achievement, which will be scholar. I need to go add that now into our list. Okay, I don't think I've done it in here yet. Nope. Oops. Scholar. Unlock every research. Okay. And then we need achievement. Oops, that's the wrong one. I'll just go change the name, it's fine. That was supposed to be for Ascensions. Boom. Alright, those are set up, so now this will unlock achievement Einstein. Have I played Dead Space? I have played Dead Space before. It's a pretty cool game. Back when I did play it, I was a child, and so I didn't really get very far because I was too scared. But, it is very cool. One of these days, I would like to go back through and play it again, honestly. Because it seems pretty epic. Okay, achievement Ascension. Alright, so hopefully these two work. Or not Ascension. Oops, Scholar. So Einstein and Scholar. Let's save up. Let's go publish again. It's annoying I have to publish every single time, but it's whatever. Yes, so really publish. Okay. Then I have to verify integrity. Get out of it and go back in. Should have seen it change. Maybe it can't verify integrity while the game's open. Let's try again. Oh yeah, there we go. Must have some kind of file there then that keeps track of achievements. Okay, Einstein Scholar are there now, so if I open up the game, we should be able to unlock them. So we just have to get all the research and all the ascension. I also need to make sure that, like, these functions aren't going to be laggy. I don't think they are. I mean, I'm not running them that often, so. It's crazy, because I'm 33, so as a teenager, and it's still too scary for me. Yeah, they were pretty scary games. So. Yeah, I played them when I was, like, very young. Like 7 or something. Oh my god, that's loud. Come on. Didn't seem to work. Researched purchased. Oh, it called all these errors. Ah. That would be why. So I just have to say, I have to pass in IDs. This is why I'm testing these, because, you know, I want to make sure I'm not... I don't want to release achievements and then they don't work. So we have an ad starting in 25 seconds. I apologize, guys. Yeah, so I get that right at the beginning because I already had all the research. That sound being so loud is kind of annoying. I need to probably fix that before launch. And let's set our ascension to something crazy like 100. So weird how that shows times 3. I should have 100 ascension. I don't know why. I think that thing's a little bit broken because I'm cheating in the ascension points. Just gonna give myself all the ascension and hopefully we'll see, I'm not noticing any like major lag when I unlock these, so we're probably okay. And yeah, unlock every ascension upgrade. Alright, so that one works. The research one works. It all works. I want to fix these notifications being so obscenely loud, so let's think about how we can do that. Because it is quite jarring. It's like, oh my god. Because there's like 10 of them playing at the same time. So let's go into fish tank. I don't know how to do that. I could make it so the notification sound is just one sound emitter instead of being like a directional sound thing. Excuse me. See, I might do that. I love games with dismemberment mechanics. Oh yeah, it's pretty fun. Resident Evil 4 on the Wii was awesome. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 4 is like still I think my favorite Resident Evil game. I haven't played the new ones just because they're like $100. But I mean they seem cool. But yeah, 4 is the one I played so much of. I played 4 when I was 4. Most of the time, I was fine playing Resident Evil 4, but then when I got to, like, the regenerator zombies, those guys really scared me as a kid for some reason. I think it's just because they were, I mean, they were pretty scary guys. Because their movements are kind of erratic and scary, and I was like, ooh, I don't like that. Alright, so instead of calling the notification in here, where I play all this stuff, I'm now going to say, aquarium. Play notification there instead. So that should mean it can only play one sound at a time. So we should never get that issue where it goes boing like 500 times at once. So let's see what happens. I should just go boink once. Yeah, I think that seems okay. Let's... It's hard to tell. Let's clean the tank and then set algae to 0. Yeah, I think that's just playing once now, so we're good. I might lower the volume a little bit. It is quite loud. I'm gonna set it to 0 instead of 5. I don't want it to hurt everybody's ears. The other generator ones were terrifying. It was an enclosed space. Yeah, that was the other thing that was scary because normally dealing with the other zombies, you can like run around and run away and stuff, but the regenerators are like, you're in that lab, so you are stuck. Like, you find a guy and you have to deal with him. There's no escaping him, you know? Oh yeah, the blind guy with the claws. Yeah, which one? I know exactly which one you're talking about. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is like a new... This is the new game. But it's like this guy. Generator, which just means regenerator in. Oh, and then there's also the spiky ones, or whatever. These ones. Oh yeah, they're called the Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden RE4. That was the guy that scared me the most. I didn't like how he was spiky. So. Yeah, those guys are nasty. They're derived from earlier species. Okay. Or the evolution of the prior species. It's just scary seeing these guys come at you. You're like, oh my god, you know? This is what he looked like in RE4. Oh yeah, this is the guy you're talking about. He has the claws and the, yeah. Yeah, that was the scariest one. I didn't like him. Then you get too close and the spines shoot out and it's scary. And he's also like super tall. I think that's the other part that was scary. Because all the other zombies are just kind of normal height or whatever, or like so big that it's not scary, like the big giants. But this guy is like a tall humanoid. It's kind of scary. So I guess they're, oh, or yeah, duh, of course they're in the remake. Still need to play through the remake. Oh my god, they look insane in the remake. Yeah, generators had to be killed with a weak point as well. Yeah, right? That's the other thing that's scary. It's just a very scary enemy. Like, there's so many, like, parts of it that makes it terrifying. Because you're in an enclosed space, and if you get too close, you get stabbed. So there's this constant pressure of, like, having to keep your distance, but in a environment that's super hard to keep your distance in. And then also you have to, like, you can't just blast them with a, you know, shotgun and destroy them. You have to use the weak points. It's scary. So they did a good job making the scary guy. They look a little goofy in the new 4. Interesting. But the Iron Maiden is scary. Oh, you meant Garador? Oh, this guy. Right. Yeah, that guy's pretty scary. The design in the remake looks crazy. Yeah, they're all very scary guys. Yeah, one of these days. I have the remake. I did play the remake a little bit. But I just can't find the time. It just takes so long. You know, it's a long game, so... Okay, so that one's done, and that one's done. I don't know. I hate how hard it is to game now. When I was a kid, I'd play like 10 hours of games every day, you know? And now I just can't really do that anymore. That's hard too. Increase the volume of tank notifications. One tank note. Oops. And play at once. So yeah, it's quite loud when there's 500 of them playing. Alright, so where are we at with achievements? We're getting there. Still a few more we gotta do, but... Yeah, we've got visit every region. I'll have to, set up some code for that. Might just keep track of how many times you visited each region, I guess. Did you ever play Silent Hill? I have not ever played Silent Hill. Seems cool, though. Yeah, there's like the new remake of 2, right? Yeah, I tried the new remake of 2, but it's so slow. Yeah. It's too bad. Yeah. I mean, it visually looks really nice. I don't know how it feels to play. But Yeah. I don't know, I just never, I was always more into the Resident Evil stuff than Silent Hill, but it does seem cool. They have a bunch of versions, like there's Silent Hill F. It's in 25. It's cool to still see like new Silent Hills and stuff come out. So whenever I think of Silent Hill, I think of it as like a very old franchise. I guess there's a new one coming out. Also this one, Homecoming, from 2008. I still remember Silent Hill PT is so epic, and then they abandoned it. Simon Ordo. So yeah, it's just a new one coming out. 26. Big 26. I never ever pre-purchase stuff because there's so much disappointment in the game industry in AAA. It feels like a coin flip whether the game is going to be acceptable or just a complete disaster. So yeah, I'm not going to pre-order. Never. So this one should be pretty easy because I can just check what my current upgrades are. 'Cause I think I do that anyways. So I have like upgrade purchased. And then does all those things. Yeah, here I do check upgrades on the tank. Okay, well, let's go ahead and set this one up too. We have to do yet another function for it. I'm just going to do all these in a block. All right, so we want to say global dot upgrade purchased. Check tank unlocks. Then now go down here. Okay, so we're going to loop through each tank, make sure that they're all unlocked. Tank ID, and say for IN, max tank count. And if it's not unlocked, return. Otherwise, we unlock fish keeper. Okay. Tank ID and max tank count. I think that's pretty much it there. I also do want to check the ID. This can be a string. So I want to say if ID is equal to either li, or if it's not equal to li upgrade dot new tank, and ID is not equal to li upgrade dot large tank, then return. That should work. Be excited to play, or excited for GTA 6, and did you play our Red Dead Redemption 2? I haven't played Red Dead 2. It's just another one of those things where it's just, it's so long, you know? So I don't know. I don't know if I'd have time. Yeah, GTA 6. I don't know if I'm that, like, insanely excited. I've never been super into the GTA series. I've played it a couple times, but I haven't even, like, played the story stuff, so I don't even really... I don't know. Like, it seems kind of interesting, maybe. But also, it's gonna cost, like, $100, and it's gonna take up 500 gigs on my hard drive, and it's just, like... This is the problem with AAA these days. Is that it's just so... It's such a... There's so many, like, issues like that make it a nightmare. Oh, I haven't actually added this ID. Whoops. It's like, it's cool, But if it costs $100, I'm not gonna buy it. You know? This is too much money. Because I could buy an indie game for like $2 instead. I could buy like 100. I could easily buy like 20 to 50 indie games for the price of one GTA 6. You know what I mean? That's the problem. So I don't know. I'm just disappointed with the AAA industry these days. Achievement Fish Keeper, save that. But I don't know. If it goes on sale or something, or it gets cheaper, then I might check it out. But I'm definitely not going to be playing day one. Because it's also been in development for so long, where it's like, it's literally been like a decade or something. So whenever that happens, it's usually kind of high risk to buy a game like that. Because it's gonna like already be obsolete on launch. I know people are like, it's gonna be the best looking game ever, and I'm sure it's gonna look good, but it's 10 years old though. It's probably gonna have a lot of like references and humor that's also stupid and irrelevant. Not that I care, but you know. We'll see. I know people are like hyping it up as it's going to be the best game ever made, but you know, maybe if you like the GTA franchise, otherwise it's just another GTA game. You know. All right, let's try this again. Hopefully this will unlock the achievement when I open the game. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. All right, so that one's done. We're getting there. We've only got a couple more to do. I need to keep track of how many times you've traded with the chef now. So Globetrotter, visit every region. There's multiple ways we could go about it. So either I just check when you've done all the research, but that's lame because then it's just a research achievement. So I think we could make it where you actually have to physically go to the places. But I'll have to keep track of a new variable to know how many times you visited each region. So I don't know if I have any. I have like regions weather. Nope. So let's do this again. So we're going to say var regions visited, right? Oh. And this is going to be a type of, oops, dictionary of string and int. Okay. And then down when I configure all these regions initially right here, I want to say, is this after I load data or before? Oh, this is actually after I load data. So I'm just going to check if regions visited. Well, I'll just set it like, yeah, this will be fine. And then we need to create yet another new function. Which is, you know, check regions or whatever. Oh my god, Godot, can I please Control C, please? Okay. Region changed. I'll check regions. Okay. It's gonna pass in a check regions ID. We do the same gosh darn thing. Check regions, except this one's gonna be a empty ID because I don't care about the ID. So for region ID, One thing that's a little funny is technically quit counts as a region. So I'll have to like be careful about that. Oh yeah, also something I want to do with this ID actually. Will still be an empty string, but id.is empty. So if it's not empty, then I know that I'm if visited, or we just say regions visited. What do you mean it's not in the scope? Oh, is it visited regions? Okay. What did I call it? Did I put it somewhere else by accident? It's right here. Oh, I accidentally put it like in ready. Oopsies. I didn't realize. Visited regions. So visited regions dot set, and I think I can do this where I just say get visited regions ID. 0. And I have to set this to ID. So ID visited regions get 0 plus 1. All right. And then now for region ID in global dot regions table. Remember, I used to make a lot of Scratch games before I learned to Real Engine. In my opinion, Scratch is the best way to get into game dev. Should spend at least a few days with it before learning Real Engine. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, there's a lot of good.
I couldn't be here in the other streams. What new content can we expect fully in the 1.0 version of the game?
Welcome in Oscar. I'll respond to that in just a second. But yeah, Scratch can be interesting. I think it's a good beginner engine, but there's a lot of engines that I think work well as beginner engines. I honestly think Godot is very easy to get into as a beginner. Same with, I mean, Game Maker is kind of easy, but honestly, there's a lot of stuff in Game Maker that's kind of hard to do. So I don't know if it's that good, actually. But yeah, there's a whole bunch. Also, Isaac Castile Harris, welcome in. Yeah, I couldn't be here the other streams. What new content can we expect fully in the 1.0 version of the game? There's a lot of new things compared to the demo version. We've got the tank, or your whole building can now be, like, you can purchase expansions. You can use lures. There's new large tanks. There's the new coral reef area. You've got achievements is what we're doing right now, so hopefully we'll get all that ready to go. I think we can get that done today, probably. Yeah, just a lot of things. New research, new upgrades, new ascension, fish synergies, a whole bunch of things. I'm trying to build it out as much as I possibly can before launch, so hopefully it'll feel you know, worth it to get the full version. So I want to check if this is less than or equal to 0, then I want to return. And I also want to make sure that it is actually like a region that, you know, should be visited or whatever. I'll have to do that. Because there's some regions that might not be accessible, and I don't want that to be a problem, so. Yo, thanks for the posture check. What's the game called? It is called Lured In. It's on Steam right now. There's a command you can run. You can just run !game. Tell me creator or all of you. Yeah, I'm the main guy working on the game. Yeah, welcome in, Nick. Big hustler. What's up? Not much. Just working on achievements today, and I think we're pretty much good to go. There's just a few more things I have to do, so. I'm getting it set up so the Globetrotter achievement works. I'm now keeping track of how many times you visited each region, so. But I am going to check. I want to make sure some regions are excluded. Because some regions are, like, not real regions. Technically, quitting the game is a region. I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, it's not in the regions table, though, so I think it's fine. Main menu, aquarium, pond, because you'll have to go to all these anyways, so... Yeah, I think actually we'll be okay. Though the main menu kind of shouldn't count, really. So... I might go ahead and just forcibly set that to 1 initially or something. We'll see. This should probably be okay. Here, let's go back to wherever we check that region thing. Check regions. All right, so if we haven't visited the region before, the ID is not empty, we set the visited flag int. And then we loop through each region. If
How
it's
dare
less
you
than
disrespect Game Maker? It is easy and beginner friendly, you stupid.
It's, I mean, it is mostly beginner friendly. But, like, for example, like, let's say you want to do, like, collision calculations. You have to manually set that up yourself. Like, you have to check 1 pixel in front of your body for collision. It's just kind of stupid. Like, for example, Godot has a system for collisions already set up for you, right? So you literally just say, like, move and slide, and then you're done. So it's a lot easier. In a lot of ways, Godot is easier to learn than Game Maker, I feel like. Game Maker is strange because it advertises itself as being like, you know, like a beginner-friendly engine for learning, and then it's not. Believe me, I've used Game Maker a lot, so. Going to YouTube to support you there? Epic, sounds good. Thank you very much, Nick, for that. I appreciate it. I'm excited for the Ocarina of Time remake. I don't know. To be honest, I haven't really played I've never really played Zelda games before, so I do feel like the model of Link, it looks a little bit funny. I know he's supposed to be like young or something, but he looks kind of that first trailer they released, he looked like a like full adult human, but just smaller. I don't know how to describe it. But I mean, it seems cool. I don't know. It's great for people that have already played Ocarina of Time, but it is a little sad just seeing remakes all the time in the industry. I feel like it is a lot of you know, I wish we saw more new games come from AAA companies. When you look at all these new games coming out, like almost all of them are either the same franchise or a remake of a game they've already made, you know? You also see the same thing happening in the movie industry where like every new movie Disney is making is just a remake or a 3D live action version of an older animated movie. But yeah, I mean, for people that have played it, I'm sure it's very epic because I know that it is a well-loved Zelda game. A lot of people say Ocarina of Time is like their top Zelda game, so yeah, good for them. But me personally, I just never really played Zelda or Ocarina of Time, so it doesn't really mean much to me. But it's cool though. Let's see here. See, can't wait to play your game. Yeah, thank you. I have PlayStation 5, a platform you're going to be releasing on. Definitely not PlayStation, because I'm not a billionaire. But we'll be doing a PC only, at least to start. Eventually, I want to look at a mobile version of the game. I'd only ever do console if like the game did really well, which probably won't happen. So console is just way too expensive to develop for. I'm not going to lie. It's pricey. Yeah, I mean, it costs like, you have to pay for like development kits and stuff. That's like 10,000 bucks flat. And then there's probably subscription fees and there's so much stuff. And also, those platforms are very exclusive too. Usually, it's hard to become a developer for those platforms, unless you have some serious industry connections. So, it's a whole process. Okay, so we check the region ID. Okay, hopefully this works now. Achievement Globetrotter. Did I already put it in here? No. Globetrotter. Visit a fishing region. Is that what I said? Visit every region. I'll just say visit every region in case for some reason I add in like a non-fishing region. Which probably won't ever happen, but you never know. All right, let's go publish it and test it. Really publish. Go into Steam. Verify integrity. Boom. Should be there now. Yep, Globetrotter. Let's go test it. GameMaker has something literally called Move and Collide. Godot copy. Well, it wasn't in the engine when I used GameMaker. So if that is a thing now, it's probably a new thing that they took inspiration from Godot, because Godot's had that forever. So I'm not like some I used GameMaker for like 3 years, so I know a lot about GameMaker. I definitely did not have that function before. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have to check what our... Oh yeah, also I have to save that variable now. I almost forgot. For visited regions. Save game data. Oops. I don't know why the copy and paste in Godot is so stupid. It never actually copies stuff. And I see in here all the time, can't access clipboard. I don't know what's going on, guys. But it's getting really annoying. I need to figure out why that happens. Visited regions. All right. So that'll save a list of all the places you've been to before now. So I kind of want to just go print those out. Where we use that right here. I'm just going to print out visited regions. Oh, Godot is so slow. Look how slow this is. I don't know what is going on. It's really frustrating. I wonder if my CPU is about to break. It's possible. Alright, so we should see it printed out in here now. So that did not print out anything. Region changed. Oh, that's because it just didn't print. Because it called return. Oh my god, what is it doing? It's frickin' copy and paste, Godot. I'm tired of it. No more shenanigans. So it shows nothing. For some reason. Alright, so this doesn't work. So does set not work when it doesn't already have a key? Okay. But it's the same thing as using the operator. So that doesn't make any sense. I don't think it is the same thing. Visited regions at ID. And get that at 0. Why is it just empty? I don't understand. Yeah, why is it just empty? I don't know. So I'm saying visited regions.get ID. What is the ID that's being passed? It should have an ID. It should say LI Pond or whatever. Or LI Aquarium. Ooh. Okay, so the ID getting passed in is nothing for some reason. Even though region change should be passing in an ID. Oh, it doesn't pass in an ID. Never mind. Okay. So might have to change that. Begin switch. It calls it here where it says region changed emit. Region changed. I'm just gonna say region ID changed or something and then pass in the region ID. We'll do that. Oops. ID. Alright, so I'll use that one instead then. I didn't realize that it wasn't actually passing in the ID, so it makes a lot more sense. So the other one probably was working without the other business I was doing. So now that needs to be region ID changed. Okay. So print that. I can do that or call set. It really doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Let's try it again. Is your message visible? Yes. Why is there V here? Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Godot. Remember when you were looking for new fish? You were so fast. Oh, yeah. Or the coral reef is done? Yeah, the coral reef is done. I do want to add more fish there eventually, but, you know, it's at a point to where it feels like it's still enough. I mean, so I think it's okay. All right, so you can see we go to the pond, and it shows how many times we've been there. So if we go to every region now, let's go to the lake, go to the river, the ocean, the jungle, and then if we go to the last one, the coral reef. Yes, Globetrotter. All right, cool. So that works now, and it should save the regions you visited before. And this is also nice, because now I can keep track of just how many times you've been to places. That's kind of nice to know, honestly. It's good information I can use for other things in the game. This tank unlocked. Okay, so I don't need to print this crap anymore. Get out of here. And then what I'm going to do here for that is, let's see. I have this one variable called like aquarium visited count or whatever. Wherever it is. Aquarium visited count. I don't know what I even use it for. I must use it somewhere. So I'm not even saving it. I'm just saying up it once every time, and then I don't use it anywhere else. So I don't even know why I have that anymore, to be honest. And I already have that now stored inside of our visited information thing, so I'm just gonna get rid of it, because I don't think it matters anymore. You're making achievements inside of the game or for Steam? Just for Steam right now, though. If we do like mobile, I'll probably create a in-game system for the achievements eventually. I would love it if like achievements unlocked content in the game, so it would just be kind of a fun thing, right? So eventually. So Globetrotter is done. So we've only got a couple more in here. that we have to do. Doppelganger is one that we have to do. We have to check all the like assets that the player is using to see if it's the same as Grandpa. I have this stupid bug. I have to look it up online. Yeah, I'd probably recommend that. Yeah, initially I wanted to have like an in-game system for the achievements and stuff, where there's like a menu you can open and it shows all of them. Thanks, Hydrate. And I still probably will do that, but I just don't have time. There's so many things I have to do. So I'll probably do that later. Not right now. But probably a post-launch thing. There's gonna be a bunch of new stuff post-launch too, so I'm hoping people understand that. We'll see. Obviously, it's not a... Oh, off the rails thing for that, Dre. Didn't know it says you. Welcome in. Do you mobile? No, I'm not gonna add any ads or anything. So, don't worry. It's just gonna be like you have to pay for the game on mobile with money. So, that's the way I'm gonna do it. It's better than having to do microtransactions, because I freaking hate microtransactions. Because they suck. And I don't want advertisements in the game. You know, I never want to ever do anything like that that would tarnish the experience of playing the game, right? So, because that just seems pretty nasty. Oh, so let's see, what's next here? Oh yeah, so Grandpa, checking all that stuff. So you can become Grandpa because you can like choose your... So it needs to be balding with white hair. That color. I don't remember what shoe color Grandpa has. Can't see it. It's like a dark brown, so it's that. The jeans. The long sleeve button up with the red shirt. So this right here theoretically should be a copy of Grandpa. Yeah. Where did Grandpa go? Gets around. Alright, so I just have to set up some code. Every time you change one of your cosmetics, it like runs through and checks you know, if you've gotten the achievement or not. No games are very good till they started making it worse and worse. The point's unplayable. Oh yeah, mobile games are in a very horrific spot right now. It's pretty terrible. I really do. I think it feels like it's so hard to find good paid mobile games, because this is the thing. Is like, I would totally pay like a couple bucks if I could get a good mobile game, but there's always that risk of like, you know, it's still having microtransactions even if I pay with it for money. So it's like, I never really know for sure if what I'm getting is going to be good or not. That's why to me the mobile market is just slop. You know, it's just a matter of trial and error. I have to download a game and then wait for the forced ads. I hate it when they do like the ads when there's like it's like ad free for like a little while and then they start the ads later, you know? How is Grandpa spawning in? Okay, he isn't walking in. For a second I thought he was just like appearing out of nowhere. I was like, what is going on? Okay, so I need to... Let's go set up the code. I think it's just going to be inside of the cosmetics table or something, or I guess really just in global again. By the way, Chipper, you a sci-fi fan? Yeah, I definitely like sci-fi stuff. Star Trek is pretty cool. Sometimes, though, I think that universe is too sanitary, if that makes sense. Like, it's neat, but it's almost like everything's just too perfect, and I don't know if that makes sense. It's like a utopian sci-fi, which isn't a bad thing. This is sort of a different flavor, because Star Wars is not a utopian sci-fi, right? It's like very much more gritty, and there's poverty, and you know. So I think I like Star Wars more than Star Trek. I just think it's a more interesting universe in my opinion. Because also you have like cool aliens. With Star Trek, it's like all the aliens are just humanoid creatures. I know that's just because it was really hard because Star Trek is a very old show, so it's hard for them to like do a whole bunch of prosthetic stuff, you know, so they just made everybody a human. But I think Star Wars is cooler. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can't do this. I even resource ChatGPT. What issue are you running into? I don't know why Grandpa keeps calling that signal down there. For example, Angry Birds, Plants vs. Zombies. Oh yeah. Yeah, Plants vs. Zombies 1 sucks on mobile because it's like everything is just paywalled. It's like, oh, you want to speed up the game? You have to pay a bunch of money. And it's already a paid game too, I think, which is just stupid, you know? That's really dumb. But yeah. This is why I hate big companies and big companies that do games, you know? It's just, I don't know. It always turns to slop. And that's why I don't ever buy AAA games, because eventually it will become slop. If it's a public company, it's almost a guarantee it's going to be slop. That's just how it usually goes. Obviously, there's exceptions to that, but a lot of games start off being fine, and then over time, just more and more cosmetics and more time spent on purely like DLC and stuff. And then you start to realize, like, this is stupid now. It's happened many times. Oh, you're Trekkie? Yeah. I mean, I do like both, you know? Like, there's nothing wrong with Star Trek. I just think if I had to pick one, I'd probably say Star Wars over Star Trek, but they're both good. Just for different reasons. How do I want to check this? Also, do I have a signal for that? My cosmetic. I have build cosmetic animations. I don't think I have a signal for that. So let's go check the cosmetics menu or the customization menu. Whenever I change a thing in here, all of these I call update. And I do all this stuff. And I call owner.player.update style. So I need to call global.cosmetics changed .emit.
What do you expect for the launch of the game? You have a number of bought copies on mind?
Changed.
And do you think TikTok people are gonna buy it?
What do I think for the launch of the game? It's really hard to say, because here's the thing with wish lists, is like, they are an indicator of relative sale counts, but also they kind of mean nothing, because they're not a real number. Wish lists are not like this guarantee or this promise that somebody's going to buy your game. So you can never really truly tell how well a game is going to do just based off a wish list. I mean, for example, just look at something like Outbound or whatever that game's called. This game. It had like over 1 million wish lists. Like, it was one of the most wish listed games on Steam, right? But it was, compared to how many wish lists it has, it was a complete flop, right? Only 1,000 reviews for 1 million wish lists is an insane conversion rate. So that's a prime example of just wish lists don't really mean anything. You can still totally screw it up. But likewise, it can also go the other way too, you know? I've seen a lot of games that come out with like a weak launch, but then just build and build, you know? So it's possible. Something like Mecha Chameleon is like that, right? Where like the initial launch of this game, it wasn't bad by any means, but it really exploded over the past months and stuff after its launch. It just kept going up and up and up, and now they've sold 15 million copies, which is just absolutely ridiculous. 15 million is so much. So, you know, you never know. But there are averages you can kind of use. If we're, let's say that we hit like 18,000 wish lists or something before launch, right? And I think the usual conversion rate is a 20% conversion of wish list to sales week 1. So if we say times 0.2, so that'd be 3,600 sales, and let's say we price the game at $8. So that'd be 28,000 gross income week 1. Then you have to take into account all the cuts to everything. Usually I end up with half of the gross of net income after publisher cut and Steam cut and all that stuff. So I'll end up with 14,000, assuming that I hit that we have a 20% conversion rate from wish lists, you know. And like, that's nice and all. It's not that much money, obviously. I mean, living in the US, it's basically 1/10 of what I would need to have a normal salary, right? Which is what's hard about living in the US. Like, there's somebody outside of the US, $14,000 USD is like an insane amount of money, you know? There's some people that look at that and they're like, that'd be enough to feed me and my family for 10 years. And like, that's awesome. But I don't live in that country, so this isn't very much money to me, which is unfortunate. But, you know, like a house, for example, is like $700,000, right? So it's just, I can't do anything with this amount of money, right? Enrico, welcome in. How's it going? I mean, it's definitely not bad, but it's just like, yeah. But here's the thing. The approach I'm taking with game development is like, it's okay. I'm not expecting one launch to put me in a financially good space, right? So I'm going to have to release many games if I ever want to be financially stable. So it's fine. I'm not expecting just Lured In to all of a sudden make me a bunch of money. It's not going to happen. So, but this is how it goes. But then you pair up this like income from Lured In on top of Starground 2, you know, and so it becomes a little bit better over time. It will still keep bringing me in money, you know, well after launch and stuff, so it's not a huge deal. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Indie game development is really hard. Especially living in the US. Like, if I lived in, like, Mexico or somewhere way cheaper, then it would be really easy. I'd make my $28,000, $14,000, and then I'd be, like, set for the whole year, you know? But it just doesn't work in the US. It's not that much money. So I don't know. The economy is just in a bad spot. Because literally, like, an apartment, a studio apartment is like $2,000 a month. And just rent. That's not including food or anything. And so, like, a absolute minimum yearly, I need $24,000 a year for just a location to exist in. And then you factor in food, you know, it really adds up. I mean, groceries are so obscenely expensive. It's easily like maybe $200-300 a month per person, right? So if let's assume I'm living alone, I'm paying $300 a month on food, plus $2,000 for a studio apartment. Utilities and all that stuff is probably going to be another like $500 a month minimum. Then we're looking at just all the other stuff. If I have internet, that's probably another $60 a month. You know, there's just so many things that add up. What are some other, like, and then also, like, the thing that is really expensive is health insurance and car insurance, right? That gets really expensive. I think car insurance, I don't know, because my car is super old, and so I think it's really cheap, but let's just say like $100 a month or something. Now, health insurance is the bad one. Health insurance, my family pays $3,000 per month, guys. Per month. Now, that is for 6 people. But I think shows like, oh my god, yeah, health insurance is stupid. So let's just say that's $500 a month per person. 3,000 a month. Yeah, it's stupid. But let's just say like a normal, like to just for the like basic stuff, a basic studio apartment and basic living expenses, you know, is like $3,500 a month or somewhere like that, right? And that's like that's not including buying things. That means no buying an object ever the whole year. So this is like an insanely low estimate even, right? And you multiply that by 12 for the whole year. So literally to just exist at a bare level of like to not be homeless, basically, you have to make $42,000 a year, right? So it's just insane. Like if I actually wanted to live comfortably, I'd have to make maybe $60,000, $70,000 a year at least, right? And if I ever wanted a house, then you're looking at probably $120,000 a year easily. So that would mean I would have to make a lot of money, right? Because I would have to make $10,000 a month. So it's just, yeah, it's just really hard. I don't know. Part of me wonders if I should just focus on working for a studio instead of as a solo developer, you know? Because solo developing is quite difficult. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, good. What are you doing right now? We are working on adding in achievements and stuff and getting all that set up, so. But yeah, anyways, that's my estimates and stuff for launch. I'm hoping, definitely I'll at least make like 10,000 probably. As long as the game is rated positively too, that's another thing. Like if we somehow got mixed ratings, which I'm hoping we don't, but if we did, then that's going to be a massive downgrade to the money that we make. So hopefully that doesn't happen. It's hard because you can do those friend swap games and win money and stuff, but those games work for some weeks because streamers then disappear. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like they're very short term. Also, here's the thing: is it's survivorship bias. We look at these genres and think, oh wow, these genres must make people a lot of money, right? Because you look at a game like Peak or whatever, and you're like, wow, these friend swap games. This game has so many reviews. I should make a friend swap game. But for every one friend swap game that makes a bunch of money, we don't see the other 1,000 friend swap games that don't make any money. That get like 5 reviews and are forgotten forever. You know, this is the thing. And so you can't really ever judge, you can't grasp the average profit of a genre like this, you know? You can't just say, okay, I'm going to make at least this much money because these games did. Because we have a very biased view of how profitable a genre is, right? Just because a genre is popular doesn't mean that it's easy to make money in the genre, you know what I mean? So that's the problem. I don't think friend swap games are actually that profitable compared to other genres. In fact, I think they're probably less profitable just because there's so much competition, because everybody makes friend swap games. So I probably won't make a friend swap game. And if I did, I would want it to have some substance, you know? I mean, not that Peak doesn't have substance, but it is a pretty basic game. It's not a bad thing. But I don't think Peak is exactly the kind of game I would want to do, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, not the whole year in Mexico, that's a stretch for sure, but sometime you can do fine, yeah. I mean, even if that's like half the year in Mexico, that's still pretty insane. Because it only takes me 6 months to make Lured In, right? So I could make it again and make another game in 6 months. Life's getting tougher by the day for real, yeah. It's a bro moment. This game's gonna do good. I just need to find my streamers. I appreciate it. I don't think Lured In is really that kind of game. You know, it's not like a content creator kind of game, which is fine. It's just so I don't think I'm ever really going to see a big reaction in terms of content creation stuff. I haven't really at all. I mean, like, there's some content creators that have done some videos on it that do okay. Idle Cub did a video. This person did a stream. I don't know who this is, but apparently they're like a big YouTuber guy. And then there's a one video by Blitz, which did okay too. But like, that's it. You know, it doesn't really go beyond that. And I really don't think we're going to see many more content creators making big videos on it or anything, which is okay. It's just how it goes. But honestly, like, my shorts do so much better than the content creators
I'm making
do.
a bullet hell game while watching this, and it's so nice. I would donate if I wasn't
no,
broke.
don't worry
AF.
about donating. I don't want people to spend their money. Because, like, here's the thing. The economy is rough for everybody, so you shouldn't donate to me. Like, keep your money and spend it on stuff you need. It's so stupid. Oh, sorry, I missed your message back up here. You're talking about the issue you're having. Been trying to make a sprite change to the run sprite for the animation. When I'm not, reset it to idle. Can you send the script, see if you can help me? You can send it on the Discord server in the programming channel if you want, and I can take a look. It has been a while since I've used GameMaker, but as long as there's not any like brand new code, I could take a look. So most big indie games have like a small studio. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. We'll see what happens, guys. As much as we can try to control things, at the end of the day, a lot of the times, making games has a lot of randomness, you know? Which is too bad, but it's just how it goes. There's a lot about games that are just not something that you can easily replicate every time. So, nose is itchy, guys. Cosmetics changed. I connect to check cosmetics. All right, so we're gonna go see what the player has when they're in the grandpa state, and then just check those. All right, let's see. So this is what they have. Hair color, shirt color, pants color, shoe color, sleeves color. So we have hair ID. So if player customization dot hair ID is not equal to li.hair balding, then return. And then we have the pants ID, the sleeves ID, all those things. I love when Godot doesn't actually copy things. Okay. Oh my god, Godot! Hair ID, pants ID. So slow. Pants.pants1. Then we have shirt ID. Li shirt dot button up and sleeves ID. Oh my god. Li dot sleeves dot long. Those are all the IDs, and then we need to set the colors. What even are the achievements? There's a whole bunch of different ones. We'll probably do like 15 different achievements, so we're getting through them. I'll show them off later. I just want to focus on getting these implemented, because I don't really have much time left. Okay, skin color. I want to set it to the same hex value, right? We have that in here, I think. So I think it's this skin color. Boom. So we need skin color, hair color, shirt color, pants color, and shoe color. Shirt color, pants color, and shoe color. Alright. Let's keep going through. So this is the pants color. Pants color. Then we got the shirt color is the red one. Hair color is going to be white. Once we got ads going on. Gonna wait for the ads to be over. Now the shoe color is the dark brown. I think it's this one. Come on. Alright, last one, hair color. If I can copy anything, we'll see. Hair color. Boom. Alright, so that should be all the stuff we need to be grandpa. So let's save it. So now, as I change our cosmetics, we should see it shouldn't do anything unless I am grandpa. Right, so doing all these doesn't do anything, but then right here, boom, I change it to grandpa and it goes through. So let's just pretend that we weren't grandpa before we just see this. Yo, thank you so much for the follow. We hit our follower goal. Let's go. 2,000 followers. Very cool. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll have to change that now. All right, now we can say unlock achievement. Achievement doppelganger. How do I spell doppelganger? Ah, it's doppel. Doppelganger. Alright. I don't think we have it in here yet. Wait, did I let me make sure I spelled it right. Doppelganger. Become grandpa. Alright, so that one's done. Thank goodness. Let's save it. Let's go test it out. We have to publish again. It never ends. Oops. Steamworks. Streamer Ez Chaos is looking at your game right now on Twitch. Oh, really? Let's freaking go. Oh, look what's going on over there. Oh, look what's going on over there. Oh, God. Oh, no. Well, they might have been. Yeah. Thanks for telling people about it. Okay, so we published those changes. We put the link. Very cool. Yeah. Let's verify integrity. Okay, let's see if this achievement works. I didn't see it. I didn't look. Is it pinned in the chat or something? I can go look. Let's go take a look. Not in the chat. I think I just missed it, but I believe you though. Very cool. Oh yeah, there it is, right in the chat. Yeah, you talked about because I said something about it? Yeah. I do appreciate it. Alright, let's test this out. Oops, I said doppelganger. So it didn't work. Try it again. Yes. Become grandpa. I have become grandpa. Alright, very cool. So we only got a couple more. That one's done now. Oh my god, where are my achievements? Are they up here? There they are. Yeah. So we just have 3 more, and we're done. So almost. These ones are luckily like the same system, so those will be easy to do. And then this one, it's also pretty similar. I'll just have to keep track of how many times you've traded with a chef. So. Almost there, guys. 2 more. And then we can finally implement all the sprites and stuff, and we'll be done. Still need to do the sprite for this one, though. Alright, so let's go set this up. So I just need to keep track of how many fish you've caught in total. I already have this check quantities thing. I think that uses fish caught anyways, so let's just use that. So we have species caught, but now I need to also know the total number of fish that have been caught, right? So we have to go through IN. Oh yeah, let's say total, our total quantity, right, is an int. So we say total plus 1, and then also we say total quantity plus equals caught fish quantities at index I. Or we have to say .get, right? That should work. All right, so now we know how many fish we've caught in total, and we do the same thing here. We say set stat int stat fish caught, and then put total quantity. So that's actually should be all the code I have to do. I think it'll be pretty easy. Then let's go back into stats, add a new stat. I don't know why the ID on that one is 2. Whatever. Call it stat fish caught. Minimum value 0. Maximum, no maximum. Display name. Fish caught. So that should be it. We don't need a maximum value. So now I can use this stat over in achievements. We need 2 more. Beats work. Beats work. Catch 100 fish. And the progress stat is stat fish caught. Maximum is 100. I think that's what we want. How did I do it on the other one? Yeah, 0 to 49. I guess it's how it works. So the minimum doesn't start showing it until you hit a certain number. Is there a reward for completing all achievements? Gives people reason to grind for them. Not yet. I do want to do that. I just don't know if I'm gonna have time to, in all honesty, before release. So we'll see. Catch 1,000 fish. Fish caught 1,000. Hopefully those 2 achievements work. I don't know how many fish I've caught so far. I'm going to print out what total quantity is, so I know. So those 2 should be done now. Let's go check it. And it's nice because it's already using the same system as the other one was, so it makes it easy. So how many fish is that? Okay, so we've got 142. I don't know if calling give all changes that value. I just gave myself a lot of fish. Oh my god. And if I go catch a fish again, I don't know if it's gonna actually update. I need to make it so give all actually emits the signal of catching a fish. So let's see what happens. No, so they didn't actually technically count that as catching fish. Which is probably kind of a good thing in a way, but thank you for the speed. But just temporarily, so I can test this, I am going to go to the commands table and add that in. So for iron, we're going to say global dot fish caught. Yeah, I guess is how we want to do it. Emit I. Okay. We're gonna go back into here once again. Go publish the changes. Boom. Publishing changes. Go back into Steam. Verify integrity. Boom, boom. Now the two others are in there. Okay, let's go launch the game and hope that it works. Not sure if I already asked, but what music do you like? Honestly, a whole bunch of things. I'm not like the kind of person that just likes one specific genre of music. Usually I just find random stuff and I'm like, that sounds cool. So it's a lot of different music. It's hard for me to just say I like a type of music because it's like 5 million different genres. So I don't even know how to answer that question. But it just depends so much, you know? Oh, Easy Chaos, welcome in. How's it going? When do you think was the golden time to release video games? Hard to say. Everybody probably has a different opinion depending on how long they've been in the gaming industry for. You know what I mean? But I really do feel like the golden time, like the best time, was probably 2020. Because everybody was at home, you know? So everyone was playing video games. It was also before AI. So it was like recent enough to where we still had modern engines that could do cool things, but before there was a bunch of AI slop that made everything worse, right? So I really do feel like 2020 was like the best year. And like everyone's gonna say, well, no, it's actually this year from 1980, whatever, because this is when this console released. Sure, maybe. But I feel like 2020 was a special event. Like that doesn't happen all the time. Unfortunately, I was busy in 2020, but... And even if I released a game, it would have been terrible, so it doesn't really matter. But, you know. Alright, so let's say give all 100 or 10 now. And it still didn't call it in there. For some reason. Maybe it's not fish caught is what I want to emit. I do say caught fish quantities on I. Is caught fish quantities wrong? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. If I call R, is that gonna... Okay, so fish... Hold on. Let's get this all figured out. So set caught. These variable names are confusing. So caught fish quantities is what I want. Okay. So I guess that seems to be working now. I'm just gonna not emit fish caught anymore on this. But I should see this value go up now. So as I hold R, or as I press it, and then once I hit 1000, we should see it give me the achievement. Yes. All right, very cool. How long would it take to catch 1,000 fish? I need to think about that. Because, like, let's say that we have, let's say you can catch a fish every 30 seconds. So 1,000 times 30, so that'd be 30,000 seconds divided by 60 for minutes and divided by 60 for hours. So it'd take 8 hours of constant fishing. But I guess also if you have like the upgrade that gives you a chance for double fish and stuff, that would be easier. Is 1,000 fish too many? Should I change this achievement right now? Would be less. Yeah, I don't know. If you had to choose, like, I would say metal. Would you say is your favorite singer or band or something like that? It's so hard. Because the way I listen to music is like, there's one random song I like from one artist, and I hate the rest of their music. You know? Oh, God. I mean, Queen has always been like a classic, a banger. I'd say they probably have like a lot of songs that I like. I don't like every Queen song, but I don't know. It's always really hard to say. It's worked on a water shader for like 4 hours. Oh yeah. Hey, that's epic though. It's honestly not that much time spent on something like that. The water shaders can be hard. I spent a long time making the water shaders that I have in Lured In, so. Yeah, I think it's probably too much. Maybe we should set it down to like 500 at least. Because that would be half the time. Like, that's a much more reasonable amount. Also, this does count pot fish, right? Which is something to keep in mind too. Because that does make this significantly easier to achieve. Because if we catch, like, you know, 15 fish from a pot just passively, you can make it, you can get it done. So let's go try that. Like, I just want to make sure it does actually apply. I'm not crazy. Set pod time to 0 a bunch. I don't see why it wouldn't count though. Yeah, it counts. You can see it went up. Is it going up by too many? What's going on here? 780 and then went straight to 782. It skipped 781? That's a little weird. Is it calling the signal multiple times or something? Why would it be going twice? Well, I caught 5 fish and then it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is going on? Hold on. Something is a little bit strange. Okay, that time was fine. I think it might have been that I caught some fish in like the other thing for the hydrate. Maybe as the other pot caught fish and that counted instantly as me catching those fish. I'm not 100% sure what happened there, and it seems to be working fine, me testing it. So, I don't know. Maybe I just misread the numbers, or it does actually make sense. I'm not realizing why. Who knows? But I'm not super worried about it. If it is a problem we identify in the future, I'll fix it. Let's see here, where you have to get a certain value amount of fish, which will become easier the longer you play, making it more fair. That's fair. I mean, it does definitely get a lot easier with pot upgrades because you can increase the capacity and the speed, so you could just like set up all your pots on every region. And then if you have like a capacity of 20 or something, you can come back, like let's say 10 fish per pot on average. You can come back after a couple minutes and instantly get like 70 fish. So, you know, yeah, pots do count. So, yeah, in my opinion, we need at least like one super grind achievement, so that would take days to finish. That's fair. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess really when you do think about the pots counting, then it does become not that insane anymore. So maybe 1,000 is actually fine. I do want it to be like one of the last. It's called Master Angler. Like, it's supposed to be like one of the hardest achievements. So I can always adjust the amount later if we feel that it is too hard. So I'm not worried about it right now. I think we'll probably be okay. To 1 million. That might be a little bit too many, but hard to say. Okay. So we got ecological disaster. Have to make the icon for that. What would be good for that? I need like a radioactive barrel or like ecological disaster. Let's just look at some images. Oil spills, fire. I don't know what would make sense for an icon. Could do like a dead fish. Ugh. I'm gonna check out how many I've caught. Yeah, do it up. None of this stuff's gonna be in the playtest version yet, so. That stat that keeps track of your total amount won't like actually work until I release this update, so just keep that in mind. But I think you could calculate it yourself by hand. If you go to each species in the in your Fishpedia, you could count up the totals. It'd take a while though. Hold on, I got some messages here real quick. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Hold on. We'll get back to it in a minute. Okay. I don't know what this icon should be. I'm trying to think. Environmentally hazardous sign. Yeah, that could work. Some kind of like warning sign. Or like a toxic sign, like a biological hazard sign. This. That could work. Catch just over 1,000. Let's go. Yeah, so I mean that feels pretty fair then. Like as long as some people have it, then I think it's okay. Oh, you're thinking of the dead fish. Is there like a sign with a dead fish? Because I don't know of any. Oh, like this? That would be really hard to draw in pixel art. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's like, how would I don't think it would be very recognizable as that sign. So. I've never seen this sign before. I don't know where this is from. This must not be a US thing. Unless I've just never seen it before. I don't like trusting AI, but it says it's a Canadian sign. So yeah, I've just never seen it. The one that I know of is like a biohazard. Like this one, right? Yeah, I'll probably just do this sign. You ever created just the looks of the dead fish? It's hard to make things look like they're dead. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this sign. It'll be fine. It'll round it out. I guess keep that one going up there. Okay, now I have to draw this symbol. We'll import it, see if I can just do that. It works almost fine. Just with a little bit of tweaking, I think it'd be okay. Let me get the circle in the inside area. How about an achievement for getting all the achievements? Yeah, there is some games do that kind of achievement, like the ultimate achievement, where it's like unlock every achievement. And like, I guess we could. I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. Maybe. I'm not completely opposed. Alright, I think we're looking pretty good there. Then make it yellow. Actually, I am going to do that, and then get rid of the stuff on the outside. I feel like usually these signs are more of an equilateral triangle. So I might have to change this up a little bit. Is there an achievement for catching every fish type? Yeah, there is. So that one's all good to go. Let me redo this sign. I need to do like... It's going to be a little weird. Because I can't do just a normal 45. It's got to be like this. Like, it's got to be a semi-45, you know? Because a normal 45 is, like, squashed. But something like that. I know it looks bad now, but we're going to round it out. Yeah, it's much better. Equilateral triangle. Now, for the edges here. Oh, yeah, actually, that's fine. I can just go on the outside. We'll use our anti-aliasing powers to make the line not look jagged. That is one good use of anti-aliasing, is for fixing that. Also, I heard you can kill Grandpa. How does that work? If it's even true. If you drag him out of the aquarium, he just kind of poofs away. Spoilers. But, that's how you do it. Those there. Let's see. Oops. It scared me for a sec. Yeah, killing Grandpa. It's not like actually like slaughtering him. You're just like sending him to the void dimension. Who knows? Maybe they don't even die out there, you know? We don't know. I mean, I do. Because it's my universe and I can decide whatever I want. But, you know. Let's see. And these like almost touch. It should honestly be like that. Alright, I think we're good to go here. Might give it some shine. Maybe possibly a shine down here. I don't know if that's necessary. I think I'll leave that. Okay. Icon. Biohazard. Who knows if we'll ever use this in the future for anything else? Maybe not. Okay, off into our little program, the achievement maker. Where is it? Where's the achievement maker? Oh, it's down here. Then icon biohazard. So what other icons do we need to do? Because I know we haven't done all of them. So ecological disaster is done. Oh, I guess I have. No, I haven't done one for this one yet. Oh no, I just did. I'm stupid. Okay, so this is the final one. Trade with the chef 10 times. Oh, should be pretty doable. I'll have to keep track of the number of times you've traded with him then. Which actually, technically, I don't have to keep track of that number because Steam keeps track of it for you. So, I think I'd rather be slaughtered than sent to the Void Universe. Yeah, the Void Universe sounds not good. But they like poof out of existence. I think they do like fully die when they go into the Void, you know? They go like when they're gone, you know? It's not like they just sit there. So I imagine it's sort of like in Endgame, you know, the Thanos snap. So yo, thanks so much for the bits. Paper Astro, welcome in. How's it going? Get the confetti going for you. Thank you so much. Imagine a void fishing area with fishes that you designed because it's your universe. I could, yeah, I mean, like, I have thought about doing funny zones like that in the past. Volcano and stuff. Eventually, maybe. I could see it as like a post-launch expansion to the game, you know? A bunch of new zones and stuff. Let's get this last freaking achievement done, guys. So trade with the chef 10 times. Maybe Grandpa being the legendary, you fish up all the people you've killed. That'd be pretty crazy. Just came back from a concert, actually. That's awesome. What concert did you go to? Okay, yeah, I don't actually have to keep track of. We'll do it this way. So let's go to the chef. Whenever you trade with him, we're gonna say global dot set stat int ID is stat times traded. Let's go do that. Stat times chef. Let's say stat chef traded. Minimum value is 0. Okay. So now we can just say stat chef traded. And what I want to do is call... this does call, like, if not Steam ready, yeah. So I actually want to call Steam ready. So, if Steam ready, then I might have another thing like this. Instead of set stat int, I might say increment stat. You know? I think that would just be better that way. Let's go back into global. We're going to kind of copy set stat int, but do it in a slightly different way. Increment. And we don't have to check if it's older or whatever, so get rid of that. We will get old, and then we say value is equal to old plus 1. So get rid of value. Incrementing stat to value of Old +1. And then we do this thing again. Instead of saying that, we say increment stat. Oh, I can't call that though, because it's going to keep incrementing it, probably. Well, maybe not. I don't really know. It'll probably be fine. We'll see what happens, though. I went to see yeah, Caparezza. Okay. Yeah, I know. I have actually heard of that one song that he did. It's the yodeling one. I don't remember what it's called. It's like a Italian name or something, so I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, I've seen that. I've seen him before. That's pretty epic. Yeah, very cool. I've got a concert slated for later this year, like September. I'm gonna go see Weezer again for like the 3rd time. So my brother's a Weezer head. All right, so this will set it to a +1. So hopefully that'll work. Increment stat. Oh, I already have the icon for that one, don't I? Or no, I have the icon for the first one, which is I've come to bargain. But I need one for this one, make love not fillets. So I need to draw a fish fillet. McDonald's fish fillet? That's not. We'll just do something like this. That's actually the correct pronunciation. Oh, yeah. Caparezza. Yeah, with Italian, the 2 Z's, it's like a T. It's like pizza, right? So. I went to Metallica for my birthday on June 25th. Ayo. Let's freaking go. Yeah. And I'd be going to I Prevail. Haven't heard them before. I Prevail. This is them. Pretty epic. They're in Denver. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Yeah, concerts can be fun. They are very expensive, but some aren't actually that expensive. It just really depends on the artist. Some artists like to purposely do like very small concerts, which is always kind of nice, honestly, because then you can actually afford to go. So, oh, I see. I see the error of my ways. Let's do it like this. There we go. Delete all the crap. Like pixels that are just ever so. How are these different alpha values? And isn't it a symmetrical shape? I guess they're just ever so slightly different, which is pretty weird. All right. Late. Happy that as a 20-year, I already got to experience a lot of concerts here in Italy with my father and friends. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. I do like concerts. Sometimes they can be a lot, but it's just annoying sometimes when you have to drive so far to get to them, but it's usually not like the worst thing ever. I really love it when there's ones nearby. I just don't live like super close to a big massive stadium. There is one stadium near me though that's like pretty easy to get to, so it's always really nice when people go there. But it's not a very big stadium, so you don't really get like a lot of like huge artists ever going there, you know. One time Weezer did go there though, so that was pretty epic. Okay. Might actually change those. Probably add a little bit of thickness onto the plate. Alright, let's draw our food. I need to close all this stuff. There it is. A fillet. Fish fillet. I could go for a fish fillet right now. We'll do like a fillet down here and then have some asparagus over here. Or green beans, whatever these are, you know. Do a little bit of shadowing. Okay. Do a little bit of highlighting, but nothing super crazy. Alright, and the fish fillet. We're gonna have like, usually fish have like kind of like segments. They have like a line down the middle, you know? I don't know what that line is. It's just like the line, like where their spine is or whatever, you know? Okay. Let's see. This one is 66 euros. 30 for a shirt. It's like less than 110. That's not too bad. Yeah, I live in a real place. I gotta drive at least 1 hour. That's like nothing. We have to drive like at least 2 to get down to Denver, so. But then again, driving in the US versus Europe is a different experience, so. Because, you know, the US is very car-centric, so it's easier to drive. I imagine like driving an hour in Europe is probably worse than an hour in the US. Also, maybe we're just conditioned to think that that's normal to drive that long. It's probably like a weird thing. Yeah, I wish stuff was only an hour away from me. Okay. And then I'd like to have some steam coming off too, I think. I don't know if this looks good. I might like lower the opacity or something. Even then it looks kind of stupid. I don't know. Might just leave it. The main Plants vs. Zombies music is oddly similar to Undertale and Deltarune music. Yeah. I have like a cursed Plants vs. Zombies track that like sounds just like Undertale music, or it's like the melody has been swapped for for Deltarune song, I think, or Undertale. I don't know anything about that game, guys. Driving an hour in Europe is considered a road trip. That's, yeah, not here. That's just like daily commute to work type vibe. Which is ridiculous. It is really stupid that we had to drive that long to get anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I had more stuff nearby me that I could just walk to, you know? I would love to walk more. But you just can't. It's just not a thing. There's no infrastructure for it. There's a sidewalk, but you're gonna get hit by a car. Because people are scary when they drive, so. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of dumb. Alright, let's go save this icon. Good enough. Icon is fillet with 2 L's. Yeah. Fillet. You're driving to an hour can get you to a different country if you're lucky. Yeah, I wish that was the case here. That's like if you drive like 5 days, you'll get to another country if you're lucky. But states are basically like countries, so. I think the code is also set up for this. We have to go test it, but Let's go see. So let's see, I just need to add the achievement now. It's achievement, make love, not blaze. That's what we called it, right? Yeah. Trade with the chef 10 times. Okay, maximum value is 10. Progress status stat chef traded. Alright, and that should be all 15 achievements, guys. We don't have one for petting the dog yet. Maybe I'll do that too. If we're gonna do it, we better do it now. But in Italy, all the cities have small intersecting roads. Yeah, right. Like that's why I feel like it would be a nightmare driving for an hour in Italy, because you're driving through roads that are like 1,000 years old. So it just would be a nightmare. All right, lured in. Let's verify integrity. We should see it pop up here. Make love not blaze. Okay, let's go try it out. Yeah, I feel the same. No reason to walk if you want to live. Yeah. I will walk around my, like, cul-de-sac, because I live in, like, suburbia. You know, and it's fine there, because the streets are super, like, small and slow, so it doesn't feel scary walking around my neighborhood. But, like, man, like, going anywhere else, though, is a task. It's a nightmare on foot. It's just scary. I don't know, man. Alright, let's test out this new achievement thing. So if I trade with this guy, boom. Incrementing, set it to a value of 1. Cool. Let's trade again. Hopefully it says incrementing to a value of 2. Yep. Success. Okay. Let's try again. Ding. Boom. Okay. Let's try again. Alright. So we just keep going up till we hit 10. I live next to a massive stadium that hold 80,000 people. No bands go there. Only band like that I went is AC/DC. Oh, yeah. Well, that's still pretty epic. Yeah, I'm nearby a pretty decently sized stadium. It's definitely not. I don't think it's 80,000. But crayfish. Come on, let's get to 10 already. It'll probably start showing up in here. I have like, it only says 1 out of 10. I don't know if that's true or not. I think it's probably just not updating instantly, is my guess. Because it is showing that it's doing it in here and calling success and stuff, so it's probably fine. I think Steam just, yeah, it doesn't really update very frequently. Now, if I go into the overlay, it might. No. I don't know. We will see what happens. I mean, it's incrementing and it's clearly setting it, and I call store stats and it says success, so I know that it's incrementing. I think it's just some Steam quirkiness. We'll see. Once we hit 10, we'll see if it gives us the achievement, and then if it does, then it's nothing I need to worry about. It's just how Steam does it, I guess. Yeah, so we're good. Okay, guys. Do we want to go ahead and add in the petting the puppy one then? Might as well. Sprite code. Pet the puppy. Alright. Luckily, I did actually make an icon for this already. So we might be gaming. Did I get all of our achievements in here? I'm realizing. Not yet. I need to do that, but I created this heart icon that I realized was too big. I think it's this one. Ah, no, it's only 16 by 16. Ah. Well, I have the puppy icon already. I'll just use that one. Or what is it? Donations. What do I call it? Oh, icon puppies. There it is. Oh, I can't drag it that way. Hold on. Right there. Pet that dog. Yeah. Icon puppies. Okay, and then we gotta go through here and add in like all the icons. I think actually most of these are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15. I'm missing one, which I think is the biohazard one. Ecological disaster. Oh, I already do have it. Did I already do it? Nope, I didn't though, so I must be fine. So if I run this again now, you can watch the achievements get created. Look, it does all of them in like 2 seconds. It's kind of crazy. So we have, it should be 30 in here. 32. Oh, right, because we have 16 achievements. Yeah, yeah. All right. Should definitely add trillionaire since it's pretty easy to do with the new update. Okay. I can. I mean, now that I have like the code set up for it already for the other ones, it's pretty easy for me to add it as a new achievement, so. All right, let's call this achievement pet dog. Pet the dog. Well, it's your dog. All right. Boom. And then I guess we can add achievement trillionaire. Trillionaire. Elongated muskrat. Become a trillionaire. All right. Also, there's no synergies for saltwater. But I think there's not enough time. Oh, it's we totally have time to add more though, so I'm planning on doing more. It takes us like 2 seconds to add those in, so it's actually pretty easy. But yeah, I think we can still do that. I do want to add some of those in, so. Okay, let's go add this achievement. It is a little scary. People can easily become a trillionaire now. I might one day go through and kind of change the balancing of the game a lot. Equals false. Just so that we don't run into that issue, I might like scale back the rate at which fish increase in value, if that makes sense. We'll see. Money is greater than 1 trillion. Because I just don't want to have to bother with doing a big number implementation, right? It's just annoying. So we have to make sure people never hit 9 quintillion. If we're getting to quadrillion, we're probably still good. We do run that risk more now, being able to become a trillionaire. But we'll see what happens. Let me make sure this is a trillion. I think so, wait. 100, 100,000, 100 million, 100 billion, 1 trillion. Yeah. Alright. Achievement Trillionaire. What is the icon for this gonna be? I don't know. Icon should be like a rich fish. The other ones are just like money bags. So you can see what those ones look like, where we've got millionaire, billionaire with a golden money bag. What would make sense for this? Yeah, like a diamond, that could work. It is funny that diamond is like just the natural in our head, the progression from in money, gold to diamond, you know? I don't know why it's like that. Also, where's our fillet one in here? Am I silly? We don't have it. But then how do we generate 32? Something's weird. A little weird. I'll have to double check we've got everything in here. I mean, we'll instantly know once we start uploading these icons. We'll be like, oh yeah, we don't have this one, so it's not a big deal. And this has to be icon fillet. And we don't have it. So let's go get it. Maybe I have more achievements than I thought I did. Maybe it doesn't count the secret achievements as achievements. It's possible. Where's the fillet? Where's the fillet? There it is. If I consider adding custom mouse cursor, also cheese. Let's go. What's up, K-Mac? How's it going? I personally don't like custom mouse cursors, so I could do it, but I gotta hydrate. I'd have to add a bunch of different variations too. I need like the regular one, and then a resize and a pointer finger, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, maybe eventually I can have it as an option that people can disable. I just don't know what the custom mouse cursor would like look like or do. So it's just hard to say. I don't know. All right, we gotta draw a diamond now. An anchor. Yeah, it'd be pretty epic. Maybe I'll look at an image of a diamond just to remember. I was doing it okay. Well, sort of. It's a little bit wrong. So it goes up at like a 45. Like this. Yeah. I don't know how, like, the slope I want to do here. Probably just 2 pixel slope. Oh, it's too long. I see what I must do. We have to do the middle ground, right? Let's do a little more. Oops, that's supposed to be 1. Is that still too much? I think it is. It's close, though. Alright, still too much. Might have to do like, you know, 2, 1, 1, 1 or something, you know? Then 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. And 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1 Then I can smooth it out. Or we just go ahead and do a regular 45, which I'll probably do. So otherwise, it's just kind of stupid. How did that end up being 1? Oh. Let's fix that. And there's probably going to be sort of a top-down look on this diamond, so... the flow's looking nice. Oh, yeah. Thanks. When are you in the brush shaving heads again? I don't know. I don't know if I want to. It's hard to say. Maybe someday. If I do shave my head, I want to wait till my hair is like definitely long enough to donate. And then I'll go donate all my hair. Because why throw it away? I spent all this time creating it. Might as well put it to good use, you know? So let's see, at a top-down angle... Figure out how this works. The top-down angle is kind of gross. I'm just going to do a regular side angle. I think with hydrate. It's mullet season. Yeah. Gotta shave the sides. That would look gross. Alright, let's do that there. So that's gonna be like the top face. Might do a little bit of a top face here. Just sort of like that. Okay. Let's replace this outline color. I'm just going to slowly go through and start defining all our facets. That's the technical term, guys. And that facet is different. I like how it looks better anyways. Let's fix it. Ugh. So we go like that. Those are just some of the facets. Still got the top part. Has a whole lot going on. Usually diamonds have this very interesting facet pattern where they have like one that comes off from here. It goes down again like that. And then it keeps like repeating that pattern. So this one goes down here. We'll figure it out. I know it looks bad in this state right now, but that's just because we haven't shaded it yet. And these lines aren't going to be visible. They're just going to be the different boundaries of the colors, right? Like this is probably going to actually come up a little bit like that. See, so now what we do is we replace these. I don't know if I want to put facets there. I think I'll just do that. Right. Then over here, since it's visible, I'll do one. And then this is probably going to have another facet here. No, it looks a little weird right now, but it'll get better, don't worry. Gemstones, you kind of have to build up a lot. Let's do a darker color there, actually. We'll go with this color here. I'll leave that out. And then I'll probably want to do a brighter one over here. I might do a little bit of this action. Now we just kind of keep shading everything. So, I don't like how symmetrical the shading is over here. I feel like that should have like a dark face. Maybe even one of these here, possibly. It's pretty hard to draw diamonds. The top face will just be pure white. Let's do it over. Yeah. Keep it there, I guess. We'll bring this around the edge here, though. Okay. What else do we want to shade here? Yeah, it's just hard to draw diamonds. But they do end up looking really cool. Honestly, this should be a little more curved or rounded like this. It's a little bit better. And what I'll probably do, just to kind of emphasize this like boundary, is make it all white. Like it's shiny, you know? That's the top of the gem right there. Okay. All right, we're getting there. Just needs more. We'll definitely do some like outline stuff up there too. I think we need like a... We need to emphasize this line here a bit more. There we go. Alright, I think that we're at a pretty good spot now. I don't want to overwork it too bad. Color all this stuff in. Go to that color here. Diamond. All right. Here I could do a slightly different color like that. I'll probably do that. It's so like weird how the shading on a diamond works, because like it's not what you would expect. Like some facets are just randomly like way brighter than it seems like they should be, you know? Because there's so much like diffraction through the material that you're seeing light from the other side of the gemstone. This is kind of insane. But let's go save this. I've done a lot of these gemstones before. I have some like posts on Reddit with some of these that I've done. Okay, that's saved now. Let's go ahead and bring it over. And here. Where's the window? I feel like I can never see it. Oh, I'm in it. I'm like, yeah. There are going to be more Ascension upgrades in release? Yeah, I mean, like the... Oh, thank you for the wrist check. The whole Synergy thing is an Ascension system, Ascension upgrade, so that's going to be a whole thing. Where did my little... go? I've spotted it. It's under everything. I'll be right back. Okay. But yeah, I want to do even more. I have some ideas that are just written down that I might go explore, so we'll look into that. I mean, today's not the last day that we're working on stuff, right? We still have a couple more days, so we're going to work on some Ascensions, some more Synergies. I don't really have time for any new mechanics or systems, but we can still go back through and enhance what we already have, so I think we'll be fine. Thank you for the speeds. Okay. That in. Icon. Diamond. I think that's pretty much all of our achievements. Let's go see where we're at. So which ones have I not tested yet? Let's go check. So it shows all of them in there. I think we just added this new one though, so yeah, achievement trillionaire. So we got to go publish these changes, and then I think that's it, guys. I think the achievements are done. Then we'll go through and add in the icons. Like a longer offline time would be nice, even longer than what we already have. Or, I mean, could. I think it's set to like 24 hours right now. All right. 16 is the max? Okay. I didn't see it update in here. I didn't mark it as secret, did I? Hold on, let's verify integrity again. Go out of it, go back in. Oh. We have 18, not 16. I'm thinking that it doesn't count the hidden achievements. Oh, also the other one, the Skinwalker. Trader is secret, and also Doppelganger needs to be secret. So which ones are we missing? It only shows 16 here. Trader, kill Grandpa. Is Doppelganger in here? Yeah. So why does it not show the other two? Whatever, let's go ahead and publish again, I guess. Is it because I still have the game open or something? No. Alright, let's try this out again. Steam is funny when it comes to updating this stuff. I wish there was a button that's just like update, that like forces everything to... Okay, there we go. So yeah, good boy and elongated muskrat. We have to go add the code in for those. So let's go into here. So that one should be good. The trillionaire one. And then we just gotta go do one for petting the dog. Okay. So right here on pet. Pet. I think I called it achievement pet dog. Let me go check. Yeah. Oops. So it should work. Let's try it out. Then let's go check the trillionaire one too. I don't think I have $1 trillion in the game yet, so maybe the bits. You make achievement for getting all the achievements. We can. We'll do that in a minute. Good boy. Alright, so we got that one. And then I want to go check the trillionaire one, so let's set our money to... That wasn't enough. There we go. Yeah, become a trillionaire, so we're good there. So do you guys want an achievement for getting all the achievements? Now here is one problem with that though, is if I add in new achievements in the future, then it doesn't really make any sense anymore because people are going to have it that don't have all the achievements. You know what I mean? So it is one of those weird things like that. Maybe not an achievement, but a reward. A boost. Yeah, that's fair. Would like to do that. Yeah, I'd like to make it so like your grandpa walks in and is like, wow, I can't believe you've done everything. When more achievements get added, you just take away the boost. That's fair. It's hard to figure that out because if I do it through an achievement, I don't know. That also means I have to keep track of all the achievements in the game if we do a boost like that, which is a little funny. I'll have to figure it out. I mean, we can do an achievement. Like, games do that all the time, you know? Like, if you look at Cult of the Lamb, there's one in that game that, I think it's, also spoilers, by the way. It's one of these, though. I think it might be Godhood or something. But I have the achievement, even though there's, like, a bunch of new achievements. Right? There's all of these. Which I haven't gotten any. Because it's all, like, Woolhaven achievements. So I don't think it's a big deal if we, add in a all achievements achievement, right? Because now there's like a bunch more. This achievement would probably be hard to implement, but having all synergies at once would be cool. That would be kind of crazy, yeah. It could be neat. I think it would be possible. I'd have to just loop through all the tanks whenever a synergy state is changed and then check how many we have and if all of them are valid at least one tank. Yeah. God, this grandpa. Well, that's too dang bad. Unknown movie reference. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, that is my only worry, is that if we do add in too many synergies, then it becomes impossible. So I don't want to add in achievements that I'm going to have to remove eventually one day anyways. It's kind of hard to say. If you add more achievements, you'll make another achievement for the new achievement. Oh, man. It's kind of like, how do we get here? Yeah. Like, have all the status effects. It would be neat. I'll write that one down. Like, maybe that's something I can figure out how to do properly later on, or like do it in the form of like have or discover every synergy is also a possibility, right? Because that's not something that'll become impossible to do one day. So that is a potential achievement. I do have a lot of other things I want to get working on, so I think we're probably going to at least call it here for now for the adding in new achievements, because I need to get this working, and there's a bunch of more things I need to do. I know, it isn't as cool. I have all synergies active at the same time. Also achievement for getting all achievements. I'll look into those two another time, but for now, I need to get things going. So I think we've got all of the icons in here. If I am missing any, we'll figure it out. I was thinking about like changing the background, but in a way I kind of like this simplistic background. It makes it very easy to like see the icons, you know? Because these icons are extremely tiny, so not having all the clutter in the background is actually, I feel like, kind of a nice thing, you know? I don't know what you guys think. Probably be fine. Let's start filling these out, I guess. So achievement ascension. Big sponge achievement? Maybe one day. Yeah, I'm gonna like make the decision to call it there for now. Because it's just an infinite like loop, like, well, what about this one and this one, this one, this, and then it never ends. So I'll go back and do more another time, but for now I've gotta like I still have a lot of things I need to do. So, where is this folder? see if I can just copy address. Oh, can I just drag these in? I might be able to do that. I bet I can. A fresh start. Boom. Oh, yeah. Upload those both. So it allows me to put in PNGs, even though it says JPEG images. So I guess it's fine. I don't know. All right, come to bargain. Oops, gotta actually open it first. Boom, upload, save. Achievement shiny. Boom, boom, save. Achievement drop pot. Upload, save. I'm very glad that I decided to make this little tool to make the achievements for me. Because also now, like, let's say later on I want to update all the achievements. It's extremely easy for me to, right? I just go in and replace the images. So this icon is pretty insane for a trader. Grandpa's getting Thanos snapped. Let's see, millionaire. Upload. Billionaire. Billions of dollars. Save. Scholar. Unlock every Ascension upgrade, which is this one. Boom. Boom. Einstein. Boom. Wish there was like a bulk tool I could use to just like upload a zip and it would automatically set all the proper icons. I don't know why Steam doesn't have that. Seems like it'd actually be kind of like a pretty good thing. Alright. Boom. Globe trotter. We'll put the globe into the Steamworks. Alright. Doppelganger. I made like a skinwalker version of Grandpa. So this is him. Pretty epic. Beats work. With those two. Ecological disaster. We're getting there. Make love, not fillets. Almost, guys. The one for petting your dog. All right, and then the final two. Boom. Finally. Maybe Thanos Snap could be a Twitch emote. It honestly could be, yeah. It'd be kind of funny. I would love if there was like a Thanos Snap maker, you know? Can I like put in an image and then it... That's what I want to do. There is this. I mean, this is what I want. How do I use it? Oh, it's just like this. Okay, it's so easy. All right, let's go do it. Because actually, I did save this sprite before I modified it. As just like the base one before he's Thanos snapped. So... I don't know why it's green, but... That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Let me upscale the image, because it looks really bad. Let's go to 512 or something. Icon grandpa. This is kind of fire, guys. Where is grandpa? There we go. When it's green, so yeah, I like a green screen version, I suppose is what it is. All right, let's go add this to Twitch. Hopefully it's like visible what's happening in the GIF. We'll see. Your rewards. Emotes. Luckily we have 2 more slots for animated emotes. I don't know why I got more. I think I might have hit like 20 sub points, and so now we have more emote slots. Which is pretty cool. Grandpa. Death. Can I capitalize? Grandpa death. This is Grandpa's canonical death in the universe. I think it's this one. Please work. Yeah, it works, it works. Pretty epic. It's kind of hard to tell like what's happening, but it's good enough. Just because it's on a dark background. I'm sure on like white mode it's a lot easier to tell. Alright, there you guys go. Yeah, we do have more emote slots. Any epic emotes you guys want to have? I mean, none of the icons really make much sense as an emote. Let's go. I don't know, any in here that would make sense? There's the buff sponge. The dog. We could do the dog, because we have 2 more slots, might as well. Where is the dog? What's the dog doing? Size to 512. What the dog doing? What the dog doing? There you go. Let's put a question mark on the dog. Oh yeah. I do have to end stream here pretty soon. In like 2 seconds, but I can add it super quick. But then it's like, looks stupid. Hold on. Okay, we gotta go quick. Super quick question mark. Let's move it over a little bit. Why can't I draw a question mark? Oh, that looks dumb. I don't know where to put the question mark. Just in the corner. Like that. That's probably good. The most epic Minecraft song, guys, Area Math. It's like the clip of like Beethoven on the piano, and it's like on fire and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. There we go. Question mark. Do a little bit of anti-aliasing super quick. Does that look like a question mark? Maybe bring this up just a little bit here. No, it's fine. I guess that's question mark. I don't really think about question marks very often. All right, quickly. 512. Save it. Hurry. Dog confused. Upload. There you go. Sport team modern Beethoven. It's so real. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, I got to end stream. But yeah, achievements are done, guys. We did it. So I can move on to the other things I want to tackle, which is great. Achievements were kind of hanging over me, but good to go now. Grandpa's has died. Yeah, I'll try and do one more alert in emote. I don't know what it'll be yet, but I could see doing like I don't know. The cool sponge is kind of cool, but I'll have to think about it. Anyone's ideas? Exaggerate. Yeah, I'll think it over. Anyways, we gotta end stream. Let's hurry and find somebody to raid. Oh god, who do we want to raid? Oh goodness. I don't know. There's Jitspo. We haven't raided him in a while. He says, what is this? And bonus tab closing stream. What does that mean? Let's go raid Jitspo. See what he's doing. So good one. Love your work as always. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks so much for coming in. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3:30 MDT. Feel free to wishlist alert in. Be out in 6 days. So very soon. Soon I will be able to count the number of days on my hand, guys. That's insane. All right. Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Feel free to join the Discord. And yeah, thank you everybody for coming in. We're gonna go raid Jitspo. The new achievements will be out soon in a new update to the playtest, probably in the next day or two. Just gotta get everything worked out, and then we should be good to go. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.